Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Yes, Your Grace. My kingdom has available agents, hire their name, you get the summary, so it costs 9 gold to hire Stan. Also costs 5 supplies to pay my army. Interesting, okay. But we have Ada helping us out and stuff, so now we're hitting like the real part of the game where, I start having to pay for my army and stuff. Alright. And that's all I can recall, Your Grace. Considering how much I drank that night, it's quite remarkable I remember anything. This was useful. Thank you. Thank you for your time, Lord Etten. Your version of events will definitely prove useful to the investigation. And we are glad your daughter has been found safe as well. I think we have examined all guests, Your Grace. We haven't heard anything out of the ordinary. Talos' soldiers were the main bulk of our army. Solving the murder case will surely convince Evo to aid us in battle. Whoever did poison Talos must have planned it out to the smallest detail. If you find any leads, do let me know. Talos wasn't anyone's favorite person, but you'd have to have a very good reason to murder the King of Atana. We mustn't lose our focus on our main goal, however. Redovia won't wait for us to resolve this. In this situation, we shan't rely on Talos. Evo's his army. We need to seek help from other lords in case we can't convince Evo in time. As for the army, we will need to reach out to neighboring lords, make allies, sign treaties. Sounds like you're in quite a pickle, Your Grace. You're still here? Speaking of allies, treaties, etc., I have a hefty army waiting for orders. I can throw in some extra gold and supplies to aid you too. 230 men and 6 gold. What's the catch? Do you want something? You do want something in return, I presume. Lures from Pendle, Your Grace. He stopped delivering spices to my associates in Bronca. To Merrick, Caraway, Anise, food's as bland as hell without all these. Persuade lures to renew the deliveries and my men will aid you in battle, Your Grace. And we'll see what can be done. Very well, Your Grace. That's a start. We should invite lures over and see what we can do. We've also marked areas of interest on the map. It might be worth checking them. Maybe we can find a piece of gold or two. We don't know when Redovia will show up, but we need to start preparing for the battle as soon as possible. We made a note of things we can do in our weekly summary, Your Grace. We should be able to deny payment for our agents. Can't expect them to work if you don't pay them, but at least we can save a coin. Maintaining our army will also cost us supplies. When it gets more difficult from now on, Your Grace. Oh, and here are the petitioners. Perhaps the servant will shine some light on the case? Now use the map to explore locations and help locals or try to gain extra resources. Okay, the wedding. The wedding took a sudden turn when King Talos was poisoned, turning the blame on Eric, the new king. Evo has taken away the promised army together with King Eric's daughter, Lursulia. The only way to convince Evo of Eric's innocence was to find out who was responsible for Talos' death. After his father's sudden death during the royal wedding, Evo became the King of Atana with Lursulia by his side. After questioning the wedding guests, nothing useful is learned. Eric has assigned the task of solving the murder to his advisor while he focuses on strengthening the army. Lord Eden's request was to talk to Lures from Pendle in order to solve the delivery problem. Third visit, the Lord now suspects King Eric of conspiring against him. The king ignored the troubled man as it seemed like he didn't know why he wanted Eric's attention. Even though Lursulia was resentful at first about the wedding, she came around and met her father to say her final goodbyes. The queen wasn't too happy about the king's choice of dress, but she was relieved it wasn't the cheapest one. King Eric has found the thief Lady Ada was talking about. Yeah, and then sick father. The subject is gold. Yeah, we should repair the flood damages. Okay. Okay, map. To send agents to explore locations, simply click the location and click the magnifying glass icon. Luba, Walami, Cassano. Yeah, let's go to Cassano. Go, my general. Confirm. No agents available? What? Oh, it's because you're at my place currently. Prepare for battle, you'll need to make alliances with lords. Some lords will provide extra gold or supplies in addition to their army offer. Lord offerings are shown to the right of their profile. Alright. So, we already have Ada. Let's invite lures. Alright, and then let's get out of this screen. Here's my general. Your Grace, found the bandits and returned the supplies to the village. Should bother us no more, Your Grace. Entry completed. Okay. Thank you. Now I will send you to Cassano like I wanted to do. General sent. There we go. Can I be of service, Your Grace? Investigation progress. prepared a table for you with the overview of all our evidence. When we find evidence items, they will be shown on here, together with the information we've gathered about each one. You can question lords about the items we've found so far. I see. Servant. You have called for me, Your Grace? Tell me what happened during the wedding night. I don't know, Your Grace. I was only bringing food and drinks, like I was told. I'm so sorry, Your Grace. I swear I did nothing by the gods. Please don't punish me, I swear. I didn't know these drinks were poisoned. I only picked them up from the kitchen and brought them to the ceremony. I swear I didn't know, Your Grace. Calm down, it's alright. I wasn't saying you did anything. We're just trying to get to the bottom of this. I was on my family, Your Grace, I know nothing, but... the dungeon guard might know something. He mentioned he saw someone in the wine cellar that night. I don't know anything else, though, I swear. I believe that narrows our search, then. You may go, but don't leave Davern until after the royal trial. Thank you, Your Grace. Yep. And there's my updated entry about the investigation. Said the dungeon guard might have some information. Your Grace, my son, a disgrace to the family. I sent him to gather some brushwood in the forest. Turns out he's too dumb to find a way back home. You could help us find him, I mean, there's no rush. I'm sorry. There's no way I can help. You could try asking the neighboring villages. Oh, it's fine. He has just one less mouth to feed, although I'll miss his ugly face. That wasn't even a loss in happiness, but maybe he would have been useful in some way. If I had gotten you. Okay. Let's get up and go see what we can get into around the castle. Multiple people to talk to. Alright. Hi, Asalia. Yes, father? I hate that you had to see that. Yeah, the wedding didn't go to plan, did it? Oh, what happened was terrible. Wedding went fairly well until then. Rosulia was even considering dancing. She looked very beautiful in her dress. I really miss her, father. I miss her too, Ace. Stay safe. Or Az. Don't do anything silly, Asalia. Do I ever? It's probably Az. It's an interesting name. Like a little nickname. Sadani, what did I tell you?
Hello?
Your Grace? How are you doing? Everything alright, Sadani? Last week's events were quite distressing for all of us. I don't understand why this would happen. How could someone eat Smudge? Dusty is gone and now Smudge is, well, Smudge is 6 feet underground. But then again, I couldn't dig that deep, so I just covered him with a rock. It's so boring here without Luli. You promised you convinced her to stay. Is she even going to visit? Sorry she had to go. She had to go, Sadani. One day you'll also find a prince you'll want to go with. Ew, I hate boys. I'll never do that. It's okay, we'll get you a queen. Goodbye. See you later, silly pickle. Alright. There's the council chamber. Bed chamber? Hello, Aurelia. What happened at the wedding was awful. Still can't believe Talus was poisoned. Could have been me. I think Rosulia will be alright. Evo seemed very upset. So she will be fine. As soon as we find out who's responsible for this, we can renew our treaty with Evo. We could have done something so terrible. Must have been one of the guests. We are gathering evidence. When we have enough proof, we will call the royal trial. Alright, darling, let's hope it gets resolved quickly. I think I'll get some rest. I'll let you rest. Alright. And now the dungeon. How can I help? I heard you knew something about Talus's death. Tell me what happened during the wedding tonight. During the wedding night. Servant said you saw someone. Saw someone? No, but I found this. Some kind of tooth, I think. How did you obtain this item? Guarding the prisoners, Your Grace. Well, I might have had a drink or two with the other guards. It was a time to celebrate. Never left the dungeons, of course. Till the end of my watch, that is. What happened at the end of your watch? I was doing the usual check of all the cellars. Yes, a little unsteady, but that's where I found the tooth. Where exactly did you find this? The wine cellar, Your Grace. Didn't see anyone going in there, though. Oh, they must have crept in while you were busy drinking. Sorry, Your Grace. I really didn't mean for anything bad to happen. Stay as long as you like. No wine cellar, huh? Dungeons are a mess. I don't know what else is growing around here. It's quite pretty, though. Do you know anything? Did you have anything to do with Talus's death? I'm very much in your interest that the deal doesn't go through. How could I do anything from behind these bars? Gotta say, whoever killed your kings put you in a difficult spot. You don't say. Sure, as long as I don't die from boredom. Okay, done with you. Big pointy animal or monster tooth? Huh. I don't have big creatures around the castle. Someone must have lost it. Wait Wait. Map? No, I want to leave. That's what I was trying to do. Usually I just walk to the edge. There we go. Okay. So, I'm thinking like maybe somebody had a necklace or something with this on it. Darling, I have a lead on the investigation. Found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind Talus's death. What have you found? An animal tooth. This animal tooth is a very exotic thing. We don't have dragons anywhere near Davern. We have dragons at all? Okay, so we are dealing with some fantasy in this world. Guard found it in a wine cellar. Could be from a merchant or someone who's dealt with big beasts before. Maybe take it to a hunter, see if they can tell exactly where this tooth came from. I have a hunter in the castle. I'll ask Audrey to put the word out that we're looking for one. Alright. See you later. Cool. So, now we just go back to the throne room. Maybe of service, investigation, critter table. We find evidence items, we can question lords. That's all for now? Where is the table? Do I sit on the throne and do anything? Maybe about our battle preparations? Change subject. Tell me about the kingdom. Agents, lords, change subject. Yeah, I wanted to use this on you. I guess we have to tell Audrey about agents. The extra agents I'll put out. When agents visit our halls, we can decide to hire them. Each agent needs to be paid weekly. We don't have to pay them. We can send our agents to help the petitioners. It usually takes some time. What is it you're telling me to do here? Because you're saying there's something here. And I thought it was going to be asking Audrey to look for a hunter. But you don't seem to want to do that? I also can't show you this. Put a table for you with the overview of all of our evidence. We find evidence items that will be shown on there together with the information. I don't see the table. I don't know where this table you're talking about is, Audrey. Should see what the pigeon... Oh, the pigeon. That's what you want. Okay. I saw it sitting there and I was like, it's weird that it's sitting there because I've sent it out, but... Dear Father, we have arrived. Tana is nothing like Davern. The vast streets of Hagos expand endlessly, it seems. Salia would love to get lost in here. The journey was tiring, but the views have compensated for everything. Sidani could have made your ears fall off with her questions if she saw the landscapes here. The cliffs and rocks span all across the whole of Atana. It all makes you feel very small. On top of all these rocks there lies Hagos, like a nest, looking over everything. Now we understand why they use the griffin as their banner. I'm really sorry for the last weeks we spent together. Hug Mother for me. Yours, Lursulia. Tana can be very pretty. Also very dangerous. You don't want to be caught out in the rural windstorms. We should reply to Lursulia, tell her it's good to hear. Of course, what should I ask her about? Not sure. Maybe the girls have some questions. Let me know when you're ready to write the letter. Okay. Go ask Sidani and Asalia again. And, the mother as well. Aurelia. Celia sent a letter. Sister has arrived safely. She said you would love it there. Sure I would, if I ever get to leave this castle. You'll be able to leave the castle if you behave better. Yeah, right. When you write to Luli, can you ask her about Eva? What is he like? I just can't imagine having to leave here and live with some strange man. If there's any free space in the letter, I'll ask her. Thank you. Do I ever? Yep. Alright, so now let's go see Sidani. And then we can go and write the letter. Your Grace? Ursulia wrote a letter. I'm about to reply. Do you want me to say anything? Oh, yes. Tell her I'm taking her bedchamber. Mother let me. Or, no, tell her Asalia read her diary. Oh, that's not right. A very limited space, silly pickle. I can only say one thing? Yes. Well, it's too big a decision. I'll come to you later when I think of something good enough. Don't worry about it too much. You will write more letters. The first one is the most important. Well, come and see me whenever you're ready. Okay. Bye-bye. How about you, Aurelia? Okay, I was calling you Aurelia. No, Aurelia. Celia sent a letter. Daughter has arrived safely. She seems to like Atana. Quite jealous of her. Atana is a beautiful place. Their castle is much better than ours, too. Hope she will learn her way around soon. She Sure she will, darling. When you write to her, tell her I'm sending my best wishes to both of them. Ask her how she is dealing with all these new things and what she's been doing without her sisters. Of course, I don't want to write her a full-length book. I'll see what I can do. Thank you, my darling. Okay. So, now we get back to the throne room, and I can say, let's write a letter. What should I write? Ask her about Evo, ask her about herself, tell her she has forgotten her slippers. Ask her about herself. Silly how she is, what she does with her time. Tell her everyone is missing her. Well, Your Grace, I will write her a letter. We should anticipate a reply within a couple of weeks. I think asking about her first is most important. She probably doesn't want to hear about Evo right now. So, that feels like a good call to me. Alright. Rest of the week. Your army needs food and supplies to stay maintained and ready for battle. The bigger the army you have, the more supplies it will cost to maintain it. To pay the army upkeep, simply click on the pay button. You will see the cost added to the summary below. If you don't pay the army upkeep costs, you will lose some soldiers. So, if I don't pay, it goes down. But if I pay, it stays up. Okay. 7 additional locations, gain 10 army per week. Gain 5 boost to contentment, one-time use. General will be available during the battle. Prepare my general. I do obviously want Stan again. We don't need extra locations on the map yet. The carnival's not needed. Preparing the general could be good. Of course, getting a training grounds going this early would also be fantastic. 10 army per week. Then I can, like, you know, skimp out on some of the other stuff we need. Because I just need 1,000 in my army. 10 army per week. The question is how many weeks is it going to be. But even if, even 10 more weeks, that's 100 extra soldiers that I get for having the training grounds. I'm going to be so low on money without this, though. I'm going to do it, though. It'd be a good fallback plan. Be a very good fallback plan. Save and continue. Let's go. I only have 2 gold right now. We're very poor, but maybe the general found something? Grace, I ran into a small bandit camp. They were keeping a merchant captive. Helped him out, and in return he gave us gold. Yes! That's exactly what I needed. What a fantastic decision. Oh, beautiful. You've called for me, Your Grace? I have this animal tooth. Found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? Looks like a healthy animal. No holes or chips. Not sure what animal it could have come from. I'm not much of an expert on beasts. Heard about spices. I think you've stopped supplying Bronco with some resources. Spices? Suspect you've been speaking to Etten. He trades my spices with process to get fortune dabs. Some call it Dipu-Dabu. Or it's most commonly known by the name of Oracle Dust. I've heard about Vidavia. I can help if you aid me in return. What's Oracle Dust? Has medicinal uses, of course, but also recreational, highly addictive. Particularly popular amongst priests and the like. Something about spiritual enlightenment. Makes a lot of coin, but ultimately costs people's lives. I want no part in this. Shame I'm losing sales, though. Praxis? That's far away. I've heard enough. Okay, so I urge you to help me curtail Etten's plans. Do not buy any Oracle Dust. And if you hear of anyone trying to sell dust, don't hesitate to put them in dungeons. If anything suspicious happens, make sure I'm the first to know. If you do the right thing here, be sure that my army will stand by your side when the war begins. 200 soldiers. I can also help with 6 supplies. Heard Etten is selling dust near Koski. First step in the right direction would be to stop their deliveries. Should I talk to Etten first? I will first talk to Etten, you're right. I mean, I don't want people using the fantasy cocaine if it's killing them. That's unideal. I will first talk to Etten. Don't sound like that buffoon get under your skin, Your Grace. That's all for now. As you wish. Okay. Should invite Lord Etten. Make sure that Lord Zissing is true before we decline Etten's alliance. You can find Etten on the Allies panel. We should be here next week if we send a pigeon, yes. Yeah, I do want to invite Etten in. Yeah, Tro? Sorry for what I said last time, Your Grace. I cannot think straight sometimes. The thing is, someone is after me. How can I find out who it is? I don't have a clue. If I tell anyone that I know, they will know, and that is worse, right? How can I help you? You won't tell me exactly what's happening. Grace, you don't understand. Tell me what you did to make someone want to come after you. I saw a man and... No, that's not it. I don't know. I can't tell you, Your Grace. What if this person is listening? You should leave. Don't waste my time if you can come up with a way for me to help you. And Your Grace, I really don't mean to upset you. I'm just so scared. Come here again. Okay. After questioning the dungeon guard, yeah, wine cellar. Man visited the room, they told him to leave and not come back again. I could have imprisoned him, but that seemed ruder than just telling him to leave. Sonny was quite upset after someone tried to eat her pet snail. The king promised her that she will eventually be able to see Lorsulia. I don't think I did promise that. A general helped find and dispatch the bandits. The king decided to leave it be. The father didn't seem too bothered. There are two things Lord Zur has asked for. Imprison anyone who is selling Oracle Dust, visit Koski, and close the Oracle Dust trading stand. Yeah, the Joe treasury isn't in the best shape, Your Grace. I wanted to offer my services. That's it for now. The Bankton Florentini is always happy to help. Well, I don't think I want it this time, sorry. Your Grace, I hate that Lorsulia has left already. She looked very pretty in her dress. She would look beautiful in any dress. I already miss her. When I have a wedding, can I wear the same dress? Of course you can, Sidani. Mother said Lorsulia sent a letter and that she's fine. Have you replied? Have you asked about Dusty? I haven't asked her about Dusty yet. Can you please ask Lorsulia about the cat, Father? Where does he sleep? What does he eat? Is he alive? I can't promise anything. I can try asking her, Sidani. Please do, Your Grace. Father, you promised to practice sword fighting with me, remember? Maybe we could try later today, please? Of course. I'll see you in the gardens once I'm done in here. Your Grace, men with monsters on their banners came ravaging our village. They set our barn on fire. It wasn't long before the flames spread to other buildings. The village is still burning. Most of our supplies are already lost. Please send us some help. We will send a general. Yeah. That won't give us back all that we have lost. But I suppose we could use some of that kind of help. Yeah, I'm trying to keep my supplies here. King decided to send a general to help reorganize. Dusty was a very important member. The king has promised to ask next time. Yeah, right. Alright, that's all. Better check on Asalia. She's in the gardens. Okay. Alright, I mean, we're doing it. Hi, ready to practice sword fighting? How was your practice? Are you ready? Hey, that was good. I know. Ah, too slow. Have you heard about Sidani? What happened? Told her she should find a pet that can actually do something besides being disgusting. She has been leaving bait in the garden since then. Nothing has been showing up, so I took one of the stuffed skunks from the hall and put it behind the bush. In the evening, I told her something took her bait. When she saw a huge skunk half her size, she panicked. She grabbed my sword, she could barely lift it. It's hilarious, she kept hitting that poor skunk, but it wouldn't budge. Poor Sidani. She wouldn't hurt an animal. Mother heard her scream, she came and ruined everything. Tani actually cried when she found out the thing was stuffed. Oh, Asalia. Come on, Father, you have to admit this is funny. I mean, it is a little funny, yes. Can't believe she would attack a skunk. She thinks she can fight because she keeps seeing you running around with your sword. No, she keeps pestering me to fight her. We should end it here. I better check on Sidani. I mean, it is kind of funny. I will not lie. But you did bully your little sister. Here, Grace. You want to talk about the skunk? Salia told me what happened. Well, I just got scared and I didn't know what else to do. It was dark out there and the eyes were shiny. I was worried you'd be mad at me for bringing monsters, so I just took Asalia's sword. Sorry I ruined your stuffed animal, Father. Hope you forgive me. Of course I forgive you. It was an old stuffed skunk. I was going to get rid of it anyway. You were very brave, but I don't want you running around with that sword again, alright? Fine, I won't. Goodbye. See you later, silly pickle. Okay. Dusty was an important, attacked a stuffed skunk. The youngest daughter's actions were very brave. Eric and Orlea always thought that Asali would grow out of pulling silly pranks, but they are now realizing that's not something you grow out of. Yep. Okay, so that's it for now. I sent my general off, so I can't do anything on the map. I already sent the pigeon to Etten. And yeah. I think we're pretty much done then. Alright. In the week. And yeah, my general's gone for 2 weeks, so... But the training grounds will be nice, I think. I think it'll be very nice, so... I'm gonna save here, get this video rendered, and I'll see you next time for some more.